Hi everyone, this is Teacher Rafael, and today I will be discussing about ranking, its definition, example, uses, limitations, and steps on how to do it. A rank refers to the position of an observation, score, or individual in relation to the others in the group according to some characteristics such as magnitude, quality, or importance. An example of a rank is the position of winners in a contest, such as in a quiz bee. So we have the ranks first, second, and third for the winners. Ranking, on the other hand, is the process or method of determining the relative position of values, measures, or scores according to some basis, such as magnitude, worth, quality, importance, or chronology. It is an arrangement of scores from highest to lowest. So if rank refers to the position, ranking refers to the process of determining the position. Here is an example of a set of scores where we're going to determine the rank of each score. So how do we do the ranking? Step 1 is to arrange the scores in descending order. That is, from highest to lowest in vertical column, just like what is shown on the right side of the screen. So we have the highest score on top, which is 87, followed by the next score, 85, then 72, 72, 70, 69, 69, 69, 61, 61, 61, 61, 61, 56, 51, 45, 44, 43, 39, and we have the lowest score, 36, at the bottommost portion. Step 2, number the scores consecutively from highest to lowest. So for the highest score, 87, it has a consecutive number of 1. The score, 85, has a consecutive number of 2. Then we do the rest with the rest of the scores. With 72, it has a consecutive number of 3. The next 72 also, consecutive number of 4. And the lowest score, 36, has a consecutive number of 20. This will show that we have 20 scores. That's why the bottommost consecutive number is 20. Step 3, assign the ranks. The rank or a score occurring once is the same as its consecutive number. For example, the highest score, 87, appears or occurs once, so its rank follows its consecutive number, which is 1. The next score, 85, appears once also, and its consecutive number is 2. So its rank is also 2. How about the scores which appear more than once, such as the score 72, which appears twice? So what do you think is its rank? 72 appears twice, and their consecutive numbers are 3 and 4. To determine the rank, we have to add their consecutive numbers. So 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Then the 7 is divided by 2. Why 2? Because the score 72 appears twice. So 7 divided by 2 is equal to 3.5. So the rank of the score 72 is 3.5. The next score is 70, which occurs once. So it follows its consecutive number, which is 5. So the rank is 5. The next score is 69, which appears 3 times. And their consecutive numbers are 6, 7, and 8. So we add these consecutive numbers. 6 plus 7 plus 8 is equal to 21. And 21 is divided by 3 because the score 69 appears 3 times. So 21 divided by 3 is equal to 7. So the rank of the score 69 is 7. The next score is 61, which appears 5 times. And their consecutive numbers are 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we add these consecutive numbers. So 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 is equal to 55. And 55 divided by 5 because 61 appears 5 times. So 55 divided by 5 is equal to 11. So the rank of the score 61 is 11. Then the next scores occur once. So they follow the consecutive number as their rank. So we have the last number there, 36, or the last score. Its consecutive number is 20. Since 36 appears once, the rank follows its consecutive number. So the rank of the score 36 is 20. So here is the final rank of the scores. So what are the uses of ranking? First, it is used to indicate the relative position of a student in a group to which he belongs. For example, we use ranking to determine the relative position of a student in academics. Like, what is the rank of a student in the top 10 when grades are used as basis? So that is one use of ranking. The second use is that it is used in the computation of correlation of coefficients. So ranking is used when solving for the Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Then the third use, it is used in almost all kinds of contests. So we use rank to determine the winners in different contests, such as Quiz Bee or cultural contests and other contests. And what are the limitations of ranking? First one, it provides for a limited amount of comparison. So rank is only based on the given data such as scores or grades. Second, rank symbols cannot indicate the extent of difference between adjacent ranks. So for example, we cannot say that the extent of difference between ranks 1 and 2 is the same as the ranks 2 and 3. Third one, it is limited as to what can be done to them mathematically. For example, we can use rank for finding correlation coefficient, but it may not be applicable to be used in other statistical tools. Number 4, scale symbols can be converted to rank symbols, but rank symbols cannot be changed into scale symbols. So for example, scores may be converted to rank symbols, but rank symbols cannot be changed into scores. So that ends our discussion about ranking. And here are the references used for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope this video helps. So stay safe and healthy always, and see you in my next videos.